Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, we gotta talk about it, man. Jaron Ennis, bro. What's going on, bro? Cats is clowning you this afternoon, man, with this recent fight announcement. It was expected. He wants to test the waters at 154. That's what's in his right. Um, it kind of shows the lack of confidence. Because, Boots Ennis is in a loaded division. And I don't know, man. Let me tell you, dog. He in trouble, baby. He in trouble. This is a different animal of a weight division he's dealing with. This ain't the weak ass welterweight division. Look at this. Look at this weak ass division, man. Yo, come on, bro. Look, he left this division, and good thing he did left, because he's in a much more loaded division. But man, that's a sad sight to see when you see these type of champions in a very historic division like welterweight. But that's a story for another day. The 54-pound division is loaded with some hard hitters, some dangerous fighters, and the type of fighters that even a guy with the ability of Boots Ennis is not really ready and willing to fight the best in his first fight at 154. He wants to test the waters. He wants to get his feet wet. I don't know, maybe he's got some lingering injuries. Maybe it's a lack of confidence. But it's not a good look when he's taking on a relatively unknown Lima guy. I don't know much about him. I don't know anything about him, to be honest. I'm going to watch a tape. All I need is one round to see a guy fight to see if he's any threat or not. But he was picked for a reason. Looks like Boots is going the WBA route. Maybe possibly fight for a vacant title once Terrence gets beat by Canelo. Or maybe not. Maybe he fights Crawford in the future. Who knows? I think Crawford retires if he gets beat next month. But Boots, this is a sad fight. You know, there's better fights out there, bigger fights, but it's a homecoming. First move at 154. He's getting clowned, and rightfully so. I mean, Boots has some ability. He's got firepower. He's got athletic ability. But he's wide open to get hit, man. That defense is shaky, and the team knows it. They swerve in Sebastian Fundora. They don't want that work. A lot of fighters don't want this work, man. I wouldn't want that work either, man. I don't want to fight no 6'6" super welterweight. It's a tall order, and a lot of people are avoiding that fight. Shout out to Tim Tszyu. He fought him twice, but he took some bad beatings in the process. I was expecting Boots to maybe go WBA route. He's rated number 4 here, according to Boxing Scene's ratings. I'm not messing with BoxRec right now. That site is like really all fucked up. It's like every time you go on that site, it freezes or it messes up my computer, messes up with my videos. So we had to go a different route, like Boots is doing, going a different route, swerving my man Backrum. This guy can't get a fight. This Lubin fight looks like it might or may not happen. Whoever wants to promote that fight, purse bid in the works. Fundora just took care of business. Virgil, for some reason, is number 1 on BoxRec at 154, but I don't know. Based on what? Fighting Crawford leftovers. He beat Madrimov, but, he was coming off of a loss. So Fundora, to me, is the number 1 guy and the most dangerous guy in the division until proven otherwise. Yeah, I know he's been knocked out, but Fundora is completely rehabilitated, and the confidence is back. You can see it in the rematch against Tszyu. So Boots is in trouble, man. There are some guys that he can beat in this division, but with that shaky defense, he's got to steer clear of this guy. I would steer clear of Virgil Ortiz, and he might have to stay clear of Backrum as well. Xander Zayas is young, improving. He's got ability, but right now might be considered the weakest of the champions, maybe the most beatable. So there's some good fights to be made. There's some contenders. There's veterans. There's young up and coming guys. There's dangerous guys. There's knockout artists, and there's big names like Fundora and Virgil Ortiz. And Xander Zayas, within time, could end up becoming a big name as well. And you got contenders like, Josh Kelly, Lubin's still in the mix. This guy's still in the mix. And also Keith Thurman is looking for a big fight. So he's also another guy in the mix. So there's some good fights in the division. I'm not sure why Boots re-signed with Eddie. I'm not sure what he can really bring to the table in terms of promotion. He doesn't really have any super welterweights, any notable names. Maybe Conor Benn, if he beats Eubank. I think that's a very big marketable fight at 154 if Ben beats Eubank in the rematch. But yeah, my boy Boots getting clowned. But yo, it's a tough division, man. He wants to get his feet wet. The confidence ain't there. He wants to see how he looks, how he feels at 154. And then most likely he probably, in my mind, fights Conor Benn next. Or maybe picks up a vacant title if Crawford loses to Canelo. So they're not gonna fight any of these guys yet. I would pick Virgil to beat Boots right now. He just gets hits too clean, man, and he hasn't really fought any big punchers. So if he fights these two guys, could be a career-ending beating. And also this guy. So he's got to, be smart. Careful matchmaking. It is what it is. Ennis is, not that type of breed. Crawford in his first fight in the division, but he's more experienced than Ennis. But he took on Madrimov in his first fight, and now he's going to fight Canelo in his first fight at 168. So, you know, it is what it is. Ennis is going to take the easy route. He's going to steer clear of the threats, and he's going to milk the paydays as much as he can. It's a business. The team is going to be smart. They're not going to take a chance with Fundora right now or Virgil Ortiz. Looks like a vacant title or a Conor Benn fight is in the potential future for Conor Benn. He'll most likely whoop this guy, get his feet wet, and yeah, man, it's unfortunate, man. It's a guy with that type of ability, he can beat some guys, and he's making some quote unquote duck moves, swerve moves, and it kind of reminds me of Gennady Golovkin. It reminds me of Triple G, man. He was doing the same shit. It's a damn shame, and it reminds me of Inoue as well, too, man. Doing these swerve moves, avoiding the dangerous threats in their respective divisions. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.